The gates of hell have opened. Dante takes us face to face with the darkest side of humanity 700 years ago. The gates of hell have opened. Why did Dante want us to confront the darkest side of humanity? A poetic work written more than 700 years ago still leaves countless readers sleepless and trembling with dread today. The Divine Comedy, Inferno. Why has it been able to cross centuries and become the most shocking depiction of sin and punishment in the history of human literature? Today, let us follow in Dante's footsteps and step by step descend into that nine-circle abyss. Let us see exactly what hell is punishing and what it is reminding us of. 2. The dark wood and Virgil, the light of reason illuminates despair. The story begins in the spring of 1300. That year, Dante was 35, precisely the midway point of life. He suddenly found himself lost in a dark, gloomy forest. Towering trees blocked out the sky. Not a single ray of sunlight could penetrate. He tried to climb toward a sunlit hill ahead, but 3 ferocious beasts repeatedly blocked his path. The leopard symbolizing lust, the lion symbolizing ambition, and the she-wolf symbolizing greed. These beasts were not mere animals. They were the embodiment of the sins within Dante himself and of his entire era. Just as he fell into despair, a solemn elderly figure appeared, the ancient Roman poet Virgil. Virgil told him, "You cannot climb that mountain by your own strength alone. You must take another path, through hell, through purgatory, and finally to paradise." And he himself had been sent by Beatrice, Dante's beloved, from his youth, now blessed angelic woman in heaven to guide him. This seemingly simple opening actually sets the fundamental tone for the entire work. Humanity cannot escape sin through reason alone, symbolized by Virgil. We need divine guidance and love, symbolized by Beatrice, to be saved. For ordinary readers, this is not just literature, it is a profound metaphor for life. When we find ourselves lost and devoured by desires, we often need external wisdom and inner faith to light our way. From Circle 1 to Circle 5, from the innocent to the wrathful, sin escalates layer by layer. The entrance to hell is a great gate, inscribed with the famous, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here." Dante and Virgil pass through the gate and first arrive at the first circle, Limbo. Here dwell the souls of all those who were virtuous but unbaptized, including the great philosophers and heroes of ancient Greece and Rome: Homer, Socrates, Aristotle, Caesar, Saladin. They suffer no torture, only eternal sighing as they wander, because they live before the Christian redemption. Dante beholds these ancient sages with both reverence and deep pity. Even the greatest minds cannot escape the shadow of original sin. The second circle is the punishment for lust. An unending storm hurls the souls of those who surrendered to passion back and forth. The most famous sinners here are Francesca and Paula, real people from Dante's own time. Francesca was the wife of the Lord of Rimini, Giovanni, but fell into a forbidden love with her husband's younger brother Paolo. They were both killed by the enraged husband. She tells Dante, love, which kindled in us the same book and the same page. At that moment, Dante is so moved that he faints. This is not mere moral condemnation, it is profound compassion for human weakness. Love, which should be sacred, becomes tragedy, and it crosses boundaries. The third circle is the punishment for gluttony. Ceaseless rain, filth, and ferocious dogs stare at those who gorge themselves in life. The fourth circle is the punishment for greed and prodigality. Two groups of sinners push enormous weights against each other in eternal collision. The fifth circle is the marsh of anger. The river Styx. The violently wrathful tear at each other on the surface. The sullen and resentful lie submerged beneath the mud, only their faces exposed, gurgling with suppressed rage. Here, for the first time, Dante himself shows angered. He punches and kicks a Florentine political enemy, Filippo Argenti, and even wishes the hellhounds would tear him apart. This scene reveals Dante's own inner contradiction. Though he seeks justice, he cannot entirely escape the brutality within human nature. From Circle 6 to Circle 7, heresy, violence, blasphemy, the sacred boundaries are trampled. The sixth circle is the city of heresy, a burning city of flaming tombs. Inside lie heretics who denied the immortality of the soul. Here Dante encounters the Florentine nobles, Farinata degli Uberti and Cavalcanti de Cavalcanti. Farinata, leader of the Ghibelline party, once led an army that sacked Florence, yet on the battlefield he protected Dante's family. Though a heretic, he retains imperial pride and dignity, lying in his fiery tomb with head held high. Cavalcanti weeps for the fate of his son Guido, Dante's close friend. The seventh circle is divided into 3 rings, punishing violence. The first ring is a river of boiling blood, the Phlegathon, where those who are violent against others are immersed. Alexander the Great, Attila the Hun, and tyrant Dionysius are among them. The second ring is the woad of suicides. The souls of those who destroyed the body God gave them have become trees torn by harpies and broken by the wind. The third ring is a desert of raining fire, where blasphemers against God, sodomites, and those violent against nature suffer. Here Dante meets his own teacher, Renato Latini, blackened and scorched, yet still concerned for Dante's future. The eighth circle, the 10 ditches of fraud. Human cunning has nowhere to hide. The eighth circle is called Malbolge, evil pouches, consisting of 10 concentric ditches that punish every kind of fraud. Sinners here are driven like cattle by demons with hooks. The eighth ditch holds the evil counselors, wrapped in individual flames, floating like fireflies. Here Dante meets Ulysses Odysseus, who recounts his final voyage. Driven by the thirst for knowledge, he sailed beyond the known world with his companions, only to be swallowed by the sea as divine punishment. Ulysses' famous words still echo, "I will not live like a beast. I was born to follow virtue and knowledge." The ninth circle, the frozen lake of treachery, the coldest punishment holds the deepest sin. The deepest level of hell is the frozen lake Cocytus, where traitors are encased in ice. The deeper the betrayal, the colder the ice. It is divided into 4 rings: Cana traitors to kin, Atenora traitors to country, Ptolemia traitors to guests, and Judeca traitors to benefactors. At the very center is Lucifer himself, frozen in ice, with 3 gigantic faces gnawing on the 3 greatest: Judas, who betrayed Christ, Brutus, and Cassius, who betrayed Caesar. Here Dante also encounters Count Ugolino, who tells the heartbreaking story of how he was locked in the Tower of Hunger with his 4 sons and starved to death by his political enemies. In hell, he eternally gnaws on the skull of his chief betrayer, yet his tale is filled with paternal love and unbearable pain. V. Leaving hell, a glimmer of light at the end of darkness and an eternal warning. When Dante and Virgil climb down Lucifer's body and emerge from the very bottom of hell, they find themselves in the southern hemisphere. They behold the stars shining in the sky, and then we came forth to see the stars again. This is the final line of Inferno, and one of the most famous closing sentences in all literature. The journey through hell is over. Dante has moved from fear, pity, and anger to a final calm and awe. He has seen the entire map of human sin, from incontinence to violence, from fraud to treachery. Every circle reminds us, sin is not merely external punishment, it is the collapse of inner order. For today's ordinary readers, the Divine Comedy, Inferno, is far more than a medieval religious poem. It is a mirror that reflects the darkest corners of human nature, and a lamp that guides us toward balance between desire and reason. When we read of Francesca's love to Ulysses' thirst for knowledge, Ugolino's paternal affection, we discover that these sinners are not monsters. They are people of flesh and blood, capable of love and pain just like us. With his verses written 7 centuries ago, Dante tells us, only by acknowledging our own darkness can we take the first step toward the light. The gates of hell have opened, but hope has never been closed. May each of us, in our own dark wood of error, find our own Virgil and Beatrice. And may we all, like Dante, finally come forth again to behold the shining stars